Hello, everyone. Welcome to another weekly teardown. This week, we are looking at an interesting product. It's beta, and I actually stumbled on this on a Facebook group. So let's take a look. So Thomas posted this in a SaaS community, right? So, hello, community. I have launched my first SaaS. This is a beta version. Create a chat that you can share and add videos, photos, documents, download attachments. All right, so I checked it out and I wanted to go over this website because the concept is very interesting. The problem is not presented as it should. So let's take a look at the website quickly just to get an idea what's happening here. First is just a simple landing page. Makes sense. It's a beta. Don't need anything fancy. Let's take a look at the value proposition, right? So all in one communication platform to help you engage with your customers. Businesses can provide a more efficient, enjoyable experience for customers across the entire customer lifecycle. Sign up for a 60-day free trial of our beta version. Get started, no credit card is required. So first, there's some repetition here. It doesn't flow super well, but most of all, what I would improve here is not really like the wording, but actually the way that you are conveying your unique value proposition. And as we look at our model, as usual, you can find the link to the model in the description of this video to an article where I go over it. But we can see that in our three areas, so empathizing with the user, kind of start guiding them through the first steps. Then we have the clarification and persuasion, and then the final leading the user to signing up or checking out. These are the three main steps. We can see that they could do a better job. The first one, they do a bit of a better job. And the second one, clarifying the value, especially for a beta. And also towards the end, you might need some help, right? So 16 out of 30. Let's go into the specifics. We see that they mention only one communication platform to help you engage with your customers. So the first thing that I thought here when I landed on the website was, oh, cool. Is it some kind of intercom platform? What is this like, right? So I didn't get the exact concept of how this works exactly, especially because this image, this visual here doesn't really tell me much. And even from the description here, right, it sounds just like any other chat app or platform that I tried. The only point that maybe gave it away, that clarified it a bit, was somewhere where they mention about a link. Record a video, the original, yeah, this only this part here kind of clarifies what they do differently, right? So generate a shareable link for you to send to your customer. And then I decided to try it, right? So let's see how it works. I wanted to show you what it looks like and how it works quickly, just to give you an idea. So basically, you can create a new chat, right? So create a new chat here. This is my account. Let's say I'm a sales manager, sales guy, and I create this new chat. Actually, let's create a new chat. So I can go from the top, new chat, test two. Test an option, let's say text. Hello. Hello. Create. This is basically the link for this chat, right? And the nice thing that I was kind of surprised when I got into this, because the website wasn't really clear, is basically that this chat can live anywhere you want. So this is basically the start of the chat. Let's say that I'm sharing the link with a customer, right? So I'm speaking with a customer on Slack, for example. I want to take them to another chat for some reason, or I'm speaking with them via email, right? Let's say that I want to take this to like a real-time conversation. Okay, send them the link, and then you can see that I can basically send messages. Hello, guy. And they receive the message. They can reply, hi, sales guy. And I received the message. The nice thing, you can also send files. Let's say that I want to send them this logo. Boom, I received the logo. I can save it. And much more, right? So it's a pretty cool concept, but it doesn't come through on the website. Let's log out again. So as we can see here in our model, we can see make differentiator and value proposition clearer. So what I would do here would be definitely try to clarify how is it different from anything else, or how do you do things differently, right? The specific feature differentiator is that I think that this chat can live anywhere, that it's portable. Users especially don't have to log in, and doesn't come through here. It just says businesses can provide a more efficient and enjoyable experience, but how? Let's clarify this. Let's make it more vivid, more specific. All in one communication platform. I don't think this is the real advantage here. I think the real advantage is that you are not tied to, especially your customers are not tied to having to log in. It's much more flexible. You can catch them wherever they are, or in the sales funnel, so or in the support process. So let's clarify that. That's one main thing. The other thing, improve the visuals to support the value proposition. So right now these visuals are not super clear, so I would definitely consider adding a GIF here that maybe with the kind of the same thing that I've done. So the two screens next to each other, or it could be a video, a quick explainer video, a 30-second explainer video, doesn't need to be longer. That could be helpful. So just clarify the value proposition and the unique differentiator. What makes you different? Right away, it should be clearer. Let's move on to the second step. The how it works could be improved to follow the value proposition, right? So first, visually, I would definitely try to stack these horizontally, all four. So you could definitely make the width, the paragraph narrower here, and have step 1, 2, 3, 4, because right now kind of makes the eye jumps from step 1 to 3. It's not entirely clear, could be stacked better. And also I would try, especially since this is just the one page, I would try to accompany this step with a visual. So it could be an illustration or another GIF. Just make it clear how easy it is to start, to do everything. That could be good. Then we have add use cases to support the how it works and lead into the sign up. So you can see that what basically I think this page lacks the most is the continuity of the message. It's kind of broken up into different areas, and it's not super efficient in explaining what it does, how it does it, and why it's unique. So to support the how it works, I would include some use cases, because as someone who had no idea what this did, I would like to know what are the main use cases. Maybe even if you had like personas in customer support, customer service, or whatever use cases, what are the main use cases for this product, right? So where can it be used more effectively, in which situations, in which, for what reasons, right? So I would add a section with the use cases, probably not after the how it works, but after these section as well. So here you could have a section use cases where you walk people over different options for using it. That also leads to the sign up, right? So for the use cases, you could have a call to action for each use case, being specific to that use case, just as a more of a call to value rather than a call to action. And then add social proof authority. So obviously, being a beta, you guys might not have testimonials yet, or badges to use, or reviews. What you could do still could be include any sign of authority, any sign of experience. Maybe it's in your background. Maybe the founder, Thomas, maybe you have some data point or experience that you can share. Maybe you work at a startup and this is your first product. Anything that can signal your authority could be good to add, just to give people more context and establish some trust. All right, so shield and lead, final section. Specify what's included in free trial. Is it 60 days? Where do I see it? So, okay, I see that here it says 60-day free trial of the beta version. But when I logged in, I don't see anything that specifies the length or how long I have left. And also, how do I know what's included in the free trial versus the final version, or what are the exact features that will be included? It would be good to have at least an idea of a potential roadmap or something, or the basic features that the chat will have. So, having maybe a table here that specifies what's included in the trial. If it's a trial, that would be good. Make it clear that this is a beta, set expectations, right? So the only, if I search for it, the only place where you mentioned that it's a beta is here. And it would be good, especially considering it's a beta, people should not have high expectations, right, of what's happening. Actually, I was quite surprised because it works very well, but I would definitely mention it somewhere else, especially if we see after I mention add CTA buttons. So you could have more call to action buttons here under these sections just to allow users to sign up easier. And also the copy in the buttons themselves could support these paragraphs. And next to the buttons or in the copy of the buttons themselves, you could actually specify that it's a beta. So constantly remind users that this is a beta, that they shouldn't expect much, and then let them be surprised by how well the product actually works. So these are some considerations, and I wanted to talk about this because it's an interesting example of a very fresh product where you probably don't have a lot to say right now, but it's good because having a well structured landing page, even for a simple product like this, could actually help support the decision for people and spread the word easier, especially at this stage where you need a lot of word of mouth. So, yeah, hope that this is helpful, and we'll see you next week, guys.